Welcome everyone to this session on project tip number 4, which focuses on the Modigliani or M2 measure. The goal for this session is to guide you through understanding M2 and its role in evaluating investment performance, as well as some tips for completing your final project. Remember, this project is a substantial part of your grade, so give it your very best effort. This project is worth 20% of your final grade, so it's crucial to give it your full effort. Make sure you turn in all assignments. Even one missed submission can significantly impact your final grade. The focus of this project is to analyze and compare performance metrics, providing you with practical skills in the art of investment analysis. For the project, you will compare 4 key performance metrics: Sharpe ratio, trainer measure, Jensen's alpha, and Modigliani. These metrics are vital for evaluating portfolio performance and risk-adjusted return. Use the provided hypothetical portfolios to calculate and analyze these measures, applying the concepts you've learned in class. Conduct your portfolio analysis by producing a formal, detailed 3 to 5 page minimum essay, including incorporation of Excel spreadsheets and charts as needed, along with multiple APA sources and citations. Make sure your essay includes a definition and origin of each risk-adjusted portfolio measurement technique, performance measurement calculations for each portfolio, that would be Sharpe, Trainer, Jensen, and M2. Then rank each portfolio in order of preference for each measurement technique. Finally, discuss why different portfolio measurements may lead to a different ranking. The M2 measure builds on the Sharpe ratio but offers easier interpretability. It compares a managed portfolio's performance against a market index by creating a hypothetical portfolio with the same risk level. This allows for a direct comparison of returns, making it a valuable tool for assessing investment outcomes. Pause for a moment to review the M2 formula and the accompanying descriptors on this slide. Let's break down the M2 formula. First, calculate the Sharpe ratio. We did this one earlier. Next, multiply the Sharpe ratio by the standard deviation of a benchmark market index. Third, add the risk-free rate to the result. And keep in mind this process adjusts the Sharpe ratio to make it directly comparable to market returns. Understanding the formula. The M2 measure starts with the Sharpe ratio of the portfolio, which is the excess return per unit of risk, or standard deviation. It then calculates the portfolio's risk level to match that of the benchmark using the benchmark's standard deviation. Finally, the risk-free rate is added to align the performance with the benchmark's risk characteristics. The M2 measure is easier for investors to interpret since it expresses risk-adjusted performance as a percentage return. Unlike the Sharpe ratio, M2 avoids confusion with negative ratios. For example, the Sharpe ratio can be challenging to compare across different investments. While one portfolio may have a Sharpe ratio of 0.6 and another of negative 0.6, determining the relative underperformance of the second portfolio can be unclear. M2, on the other hand, greatly simplifies the comparison of investments with varying levels of risk. While the Modigliani measure is useful, it does have limitations. First, it relies on historical data, which may not predict future performance. Portfolio managers can potentially manipulate historical risk data to inflate the results. Keep these considerations in mind when interpreting the results of M2. Use the provided Excel formula to calculate M2 for each portfolio in your project. Enter the benchmark standard deviation, portfolio standard deviation, portfolio return, and risk-free return to compute M2. Analyze which portfolio performs best using the M2 measure, then compare results across other metrics. Some important tips. The 3-month U.S. Treasury bill is a useful proxy for the risk-free rate because the market considers there to be virtually no chance of the U.S. government defaulting on its obligations. Do be very careful with parentheses when constructing the formula within a spreadsheet. If you group the variables improperly, this can create severe calculation errors. Your task is to rank portfolios using each performance measure: Sharpe ratio, Trainer measure, Jensen's alpha, and M2. Present these rankings in a clear and logical order. In your essay, explain what each metric measures and provide insights into the relative performance of portfolios based on the rankings. As always, if you have questions about the project or require further clarification, feel free to contact me. My email and phone number are on this slide as well as in the course contents. Don't hesitate to reach out. We are here to help you succeed.